trainers of the MAASAI National Polytechnic, parents and guardians, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Yes, I'm very excited. I don't know why you are not as excited as I am because of being here. My name is Dr. Joseph Maina Kanyi. I'm in the ministry headquarters at the office of the PS as her personal assistant and technical advisor. And before I go to read her speech, I wish to recognize one gentleman who is present here, Bwana Karori. Bwana Karori, wherever you are. Yes. This gentleman is like my father to me because long ago when I was a young boy of 19 years, I was, after fourth form, I did not go to A level, but the letter I received for further studies was to MAASAI Technical Training Institute. And my father said that you will go where you have been called. Those days, the Gen Zs, us Gen Zs were not like the Gen Zs of today. So whatever would happen, your father would say, you will go, mahali umeitwa ndio utaenda. Born and brought up in Madeira, in Nyeri, and I had not come to Nairobi before, so my father brought me, gave me another man from the village to bring me all the way to Kajiado, and then from Kajiado to MAASAI, the then MAASAI Technical Training Institute. I was in the first class of the Technical Training Institute that was transitioning from the high school. And I became, and it was under the guardianship of Bwana Karori, who was our deputy principal then. He would know all our admission numbers. I still remember mine because he would call us by our admission number. He knew everybody's admission number from the head. Mine was 763 those days. So, Bwana Karori, I am still following the way you taught us. And as you can see, I'm still driving the TVET space as was initiated to me in this place. Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, as you have heard, I'm an old boy, and I'm happy because I was in the inaugural class of MAASAI Technical Training to officiate the inaugural graduation ceremony of the MAASAI National Polytechnic. I think it is phenomenal. I'm excited, and I'm happy for that. I hold MAASAI National Polytechnic very dear to me. I always bring my family around this place to see where I started the adult life, because I just came here after after I acquired my ID, and even the first voting of 1988 ya Murorongo, tulipanga laini hapa somewhere hapa tukachaguana, sikumbuki tulichagua nani, but lakini I was in that category. So Kajiado County is very dear to me, and I'm happy to be here. Again, before I read my boss's speech, I like speaking my mind about TVET, because TVET has been my life. Even where I had come from before I came here, I had come from a technical school. I'm from the building and civil engineering. I remember the workshop, this workshop it was a workshop, I don't know whether it is still a workshop. It's a workshop where I honed my building skills. And we have been driving this space from the TVET reforms of 2010, 2011. You remember the issues we have had, the bad publicity that the space has endured over the years because of the universities and taking this space for granted because it belongs to the people who did not do well and all that. That bad publicity is something we have been dealing with as a country. The other challenge we have had is the challenge of the skills gap between what we've been training and what the industry has been asking of us. And there was the issue of access, because the space for TVET was very limited. We had only around 40 colleges in 2012, 2013, 2014. After 11 of them had been converted to universities, there were 51. After 11 were converted to universities, we remained with 40. But the previous government, when the current head of state was the deputy president, they came up with a policy of ensuring that there is access for TVET and the policy of building a TVET institution in every constituency. And we are now at constituency number 254, 255. Many are still under construction out of the 290. So we are saying that access is there. Access is there. The other issue we were dealing with is equity. And the equity was to do with ensuring that every Kenyan who requires TVET education is able to acquire it. The government brought about the capitation that was introduced in 2018, which has been, and also the loans, the Higher Education Loans Board that has been giving our young people loans. Of course, that space has not done so well because the numbers increased, the enrollment increased, and the budget was not growing at the same rate, but the government is doing all it can because we also transformed that into the new funding model, which has worked for like 2 years or so, and now we are now going into the new model that is going to be launched, and the government is committed to ensure that equity is guaranteed for every young person to access TVET space. From access and equity, then we go to quality. We were having challenges of quality of training. And with that, it all builds from the trainers. The number of trainers were not enough. In 2018, 2019, we had only around 3,800 trainers across the TVET sector. That has now increased to the current 12,000 trainers in the TVET space across the country, after adding the 2,600 we added recently. Also addressing the issue of quality, we did a lot to do with infrastructure that we have continued to modernize the training equipment that we have continued to modernize. Even in this place, we have state-of-art training equipment, and we are still continuing to do that. Already, there is a contract that is going on between the government of Kenya and the government of China to bring in more equipment worth Kenya shillings 13 billion. Also, to address quality, there is one of our agency called TVET Authority that is in charge of quality assurance, accreditation, licensing, and it is doing a lot of work to ensure that we don't really go down on the area of quality of TVET. And also, we are able to ensure that everything, including the policy, both TVETs at national level, at county level, and also at the line ministries, and also the private sector TVETs. All those TVETs we as the ministry are the ones in charge of ensuring that quality assurance is on top notch, and also to ensure that accreditation of courses, quality of trainers, and also the curriculum. The final area that we are looking at that was also a problem during the TVET reforms, which we have been implementing over the last 10 years, is the relevance. The relevance is now addressing the skills gap. That is the training consistent with the needs of industry? And that area, as you know, across education, we are now implementing CBE, competence-based education, and also at TVET level, we are implementing competency-based education and training, that is CBET, which we are ensuring that our training at the industry